I don't know about you, but I'm freaking out. Are you freaking out? Because I'm freaking out. We might not be freaking out for the same reasons, but we're freaking out. Hey guys, it's Zoe and Noah, and today I'm going to be doing my first sit down, literally, video in a long time. And I'm gonna do the mid-year book Freakout tag. It's a little bit past mid-year, but fuck it. Something quick and easy and something that I can actually film and edit and post in one day. I have the motivation and the energy to do that. So we're gonna try and do that. I have all of the books already picked out, but none of them are near me right now. And as you can see, my hands are a little bit full. So I'm just going to not hold any up. And editing Zoe is going to hate me later, but it is what it is. Without further ado, let's get into this tag. Oh, where's my phone? There we go. I will leave the original creators and the questions linked down below in the description box. First question is one that I did not have an answer to. Oh my god. Best book you've read so far in 2021. Here's the thing. I've read 58 books so far. 58, something like that. Do any of them stand out as like one book individually? I've read a lot of series and I've done a lot of rereading. I don't know. Because I've reread the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and that's one of my favorites. I love that shit. But I've also reread all three of Gail Carriger's series set in the one world, The Finishing School, Parasol Protectorate, and Custard Protocol. And one of my favorite, like, universes. I love all three of those series. I've reread the It Girl series, the Gossip Girl spinoff, and while it's complete trash and objectively garbage, I'm an absolute hoe for it. I reread When No One Is Watching, which was one of my favorite thrillers of last year, but I've since realized that I will never be able to reread that again because I get so angry. I don't know. Which brings us to question number 2, which I also had a very fucking hard time answering. The best sequel you've read so far in 2021. Again, a lot of series, a lot of rereads, but like, A Court of Silver Flames, which fucking ruined me. I cried a lot. I have the stack of books over there from my recent reads video that I filmed and then never edited or uploaded. And that was a long time ago. But also, I read To Green Angel Tower by Tad Williams, which is a chunky fucking boy. It's almost 1,100 pages. And it's everything that I've ever wanted in a book because it's so long and so detailed and so much happens. I'm sure the majority of people that would hear that's 1,100 pages and would read it would be like, none of this needs to happen. But I love it, and it all needed to happen. Yeah, you know what? We'll go To Green Angel Tower. To Green Angel Tower by Tad Williams because it's everything I've ever wanted in almost 1,100 pages. Question number 3 is a new release you haven't read yet, but you want to. There's a million of them. But I'm gonna go with Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Sambury because Lizelle is a fucking bean and it just sounds so cool. And it's set in Toronto in the future, but it's witches, a family of black witches in Toronto. I don't know, I don't see enough books set in Toronto, or maybe they're just not on my radar. And that's the closest big city that I would really typically see represented that's close to me. I mean, maybe London, but like no books are ever set in Windsor because Windsor's a shit show. Toronto's the closest that we've got, and I'm really excited for it. It came out in June, but I've been on a book buying ban for a very long time, and I've only broken that like once or twice. Actually, I'm thinking I might do a book haul soon. I might break my book buying ban and go YA fantasy by black authors, because there are so many good ones that have come out recently or that will be coming out, and I think I just want to buy them all right now and do a book haul and then a vlog of reading. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. The next question is biggest disappointment, and that one sadly is very, very easy to answer. Circe by Madeline Miller. My goodness. Where to start with that hot mess? I think I would have liked it a lot more if I didn't have everybody and their mother telling me that I was gonna love it. It's like an origin story, and it's Greek mythology, and it's everything that I love. And people told me that, and because they know that. And they're like, you're gonna love it. It's so great. It's so good. It's gonna be 5 stars for you. It's literary fiction. I hate literary fiction with a deep, burning passion that I feel in every part of my being. It's just not for me. If it was a more plot-based story, I would have loved it rather than, you know, just character-based. You need a burpee. If I didn't have everybody telling me that I was gonna love it, say hi. I think I would have liked it a lot more. It was put on such, oh, good one. Such a pedestal and it just fell flat for me in every single way. I was waiting to care about what was happening for 99, maybe 98% of it. When it finally happened, it was in like the last 20 pages or something. And it was just not enough for me to actually fall in love with it the way that other people seem to. And it just did not do it for me. Where are we at here? Where are we at? The next question is the flip side to that, and the biggest surprise of this year. I would have to say, am I gonna go with that answer? It's a tie between Sure I'll Be Your Black Sure I'll Be Your Black Friend by Ben Philippe, or Binti by, I can't remember who it's by. The book's there, but I cannot see the author's name from that far away. Sure I'll Be Your Black Friend because it's nonfiction. It's a collection of essays, and normally I hate that. It doesn't do it for me. But the writing style and like the sense of humor and just the life experiences, a lot of that lined up with me and my own sense of humor and my own life experiences, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, which was very surprising. But Binti, because it's a novella. Unless it's a novella that's like part of a larger series that I've already read, I don't like it because there's just not enough information, especially a sci-fi novella where like I typically don't like sci-fi too much, but I loved it. I was so confused the whole time. I had no fucking clue what was going on, but I was like confused in the best way. And I want to read the other novellas to figure out what the fuck is going on. There's spit up on my leg. I had no idea what that was, but that's spit up. That's 100%. We're gonna ignore that and deal with that later, because there's always spit up on me. The next question is favorite new author, either debut or new to you. Such an itchy nose. I think I'm jumping the gun here. I'm 100% jumping the gun here, but I'm gonna go with Ayana Gray, because I'm about 60 something pages into Beasts of Prey and loving it. It comes out September 28th, I want to say, sometime in September. But also I just haven't read many new to me authors or debut, because there's been a lot of rereading and reading books that have been on my TBR for a long time. I'm gonna go with her, possibly Chloe Gong, because I read These Violent Delights back in January, I think it was. I really liked it, but I might go with Ayana Gray. We'll see if that answer changes by the end of the year. Where did my list go? The next question is newest fictional crush, and if we're being totally honest, I don't really have one right now. I feel really weird saying any character from a YA book is a fictional crush, because I am a couple months shy of 28 years old, and that just is a lot creepy to me, saying a teenager is a fictional crush. You know what I mean? It's just a lot squicky about that to me. And I haven't really read any newer adult books or new adult books that I would say is like a fictional crush. But also, I'm gonna be super sappy for a second here. None of them live up to my husband. So I've reached that point where reality is much better than any of the like potential fictional crushes that I could have, because my husband's the best. We stan. I hope he knows that, because I tell him at least 50 fucking times a day. Anyways, let's move on. Newest favorite character. Bold of you to assume that I remember any character that I've read. And again, just the rereads. Like, who's a new character? I read the first book last year, but I reread the whole series this year. The last two books I read for the first time. From the Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series by Tad Williams to Green Angel Tower is the last book in that series. I'm a real big fan of Binabik, the troll, but also Kantaka, his wolf, because his wolf is fucking great. She can't talk, but she's just the best. Maybe one of those two? Or, what are their names? What the fuck are their names? Two of the people that Nesta is friends with in A Court of Silver Flames. I can't remember their names, but I really like them. Next question, a book that made you cry, A Court of Silver Flames. That's the only book that's made me cry so far this year, other than like the other ACOTAR books, which is very surprising because a bitch cries a lot. A book that made you happy. Any one of the ones by Gail Carriger. I fucking love those. But also Crazy Stupid Bromance. I read that at the beginning of this year. I love all of those books so far. They're my cup of tea. Speaking of, where is my tea? Back there. I want some, but my hands are full. Most beautiful book that you've bought so far this year or received. That's a tie between Son of the Storm by, I can't remember his name, and Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward. Thank you to whoever designed the spine on that book because the name is huge and I can see it from far away. I cannot see Son of the Storm. I can see the title, but I cannot read the name at all. Do I need a stronger prescription already? Possibly. But these two books are fucking beautiful. And final question, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? The answer is all of them. I have so many books on my TBR that I need to read and so many new releases that I want to buy and read. And I am currently 60 something books behind schedule. So let's get moving. And I just want to read all of them. So many YA fantasy that I want to read. So many adult romance that have come out that I'm just behind on. I just want to read all of them. That is the end of these questions. We're done. Did any of that make sense? Probably not. You're almost done your bottle. We need one more good burp. Let's get back in position. My memory card was full and I don't feel like going to find my other one. So I had to delete some old stuff that I should have deleted a long time ago, but I did not. Yeah, let me know down below in the comments if any of my answers matched up with any of yours, or if you've done this tag, link it down below if you want and I'll go check it out. Or if that's just too much or you don't have a lot of time, drop some hearts down below, preferably purple ones because that's my favorite color. What's your favorite color gonna be, bud? Do you know yet? That's not a good answer. That's rude, actually. Oh. As always, to stay updated with my current reads and how I'm feeling about them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, all at Zoe's All Booked, which I will leave linked down below in the description box, along with a bunch of other things that I still cannot remember. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. I love you awesome nerds, and I will see you in the next one.